Hey, everybody. I hope you are all well and that you had a wonderful Christmas with your family, with your friends, with all your loved ones. And I just wanted to check in because today is a New Year's Eve, and this is usually the time where we all reflect about the year past, what went well, what didn't go so well, and also the things that we are going to do differently going into 2026 as we are now closing 2025. So, something I wanted to tell you is that I have not been to a New Year's Eve bash or a New Year's Eve party since 2022. And that was a very seminal year for me. I lost four members of my family in succession, one of which was my father. So I really didn't even have the strength in me to even have some semblance of joy, you know. And by the time 2023 came around, I was in such a state where I just wanted to get out of the cycle of grief that I had been in for so long that by the time it was New Year's Eve 2023, all I wanted to do was go out, get away from family, get away from my home because it really had that energy of grief that I wanted to get away from. And Murphy's Law, as I was preparing to go out, we received a call that another member of our family had died during the day on New Year's Eve. So it's been a while since I've been out to make merry on New Year's Eve. And I think that there has been some purpose to that because I really figured out that I was in a season of just being quiet and not being out there. I was in a season of cocooning and being by myself. And I think at that moment, I realized, like, even just talking to myself, talking to the God within me, to say, like, what's happening? Like, why can I just not get back on track in terms of the things that I needed to do? But you know, in reflecting on that, I think the major reflection for me was that I needed to take time out to reflect and really be in gratitude for the things that I still had. And even for the people that I had lost during those 2 years, to be in gratitude for the experiences that I had, that they had been in my life, the experiences that I had had with them as well. And what also dawned on me is that I was being called to be in a season of prayer, right? And so, in as much as there had been so much adversity, some very good things had also happened, but I was actually being called to say, look, Esme, you need to sit down now. And it's not really about vibing and going out anymore, but it is about you being in prayer, that you have to take a stance of decreeing and declaring the things that you want to see in the upcoming year. And that at that point we were going into 2024 because that recent news came in at the end of 2023. And so that's the stance that I have been in ever since, really, that New Year's Eve parties and bashes, they are not important to me anymore. But what is more important is the celebration of life and being in gratitude for the things that have transpired, whether they have been viewed as good or bad, or whatever the case may be, but to be in gratitude for that, and also to be in a stance where you're looking forward and making sure that you are able to let go of the things that you need to let go of, that need to stay in 2025, and decreeing and declaring what needs to happen in the next year, which is 2026. And so Neville Goddard says that we ever decree in our minds, which is your consciousness, right? So decreeing is an activity that happens in the spiritual plane, which is the mental plane. And declaring is something that you say out loud with your mouth, right? And what I wanted to discuss with you today is that absolutely go out and play. This is the time for you to celebrate, to think about, the things past, and also look forward to the future. And that also brings about a state of joy. But even as you do that, and it's important to be in a state of joy. This is why New Year's Eve parties are so important, because the state of joy is one of the highest states of consciousness. And you need to be in that kind of state to be able to attract the things that you want. And you also become more magnetic that way. Magnetic. That's the word that I wanted to say, yes. But my message to you today is, before you go out and play, pray. All right? So take a moment to pray for yourself, pray for your blessings, pray for your prosperity going into 2026 and the things that you want to see manifest and happen within your life, even the goals that you've set about for yourself and how you're going to achieve that. Pray for your family, the prosperity of your family. Pray for your friends. Pray for your colleagues even, right? Pray for that job that you are in, or even the job that you are going to start next year, because many of you are going to start going into new jobs, but you have not made any decrees or declarations around how you want your experience in that job to go. And this is the time for you to be able to do that, so that you can let go of those self-sabotaging behaviors, or maybe the things that you did wrong, the mistakes of past in your past positions, and how you're going to do things differently. Pray for the prosperity of your neighborhood, wherever you live, and your neighbor's prosperity. Pray for the prosperity of the company that you are working in, and even the one that you are going into, if that's a new job that you're going into. Pray for your community. Pray for your government, your leaders, that they may prosper and find health, peace, happiness, success in their endeavors, And in as much as you're looking forward, pray for the things and pray about them that you've lost. Pray for the things that you need to let go of. Pray for those people that have left you, that are now out of your life, and even the loved ones that you have lost, right? That there may be prosperity in their lives, even as they are away from you, and even if that is destiny for you to be apart. And for loved ones lost, that their souls may rest in peace, and that their souls may prosper, even though that you are no longer with them. So it's important that even as we are celebrating and having fun, and certainly that's what I'm doing, is to start casting forward the blessings that I want to see for myself and the people that are around me, my family, my friends, my colleagues, my principal, my boss. Pray for the school that your children will be going to next year, whether it's their current school or a new school. Pray for the teachers there. Pray that they may prosper in the job that they are doing, as they are stewarding over your children when they are at school. Pray for those things, right? Create that vision for yourself and pray about it. And even if you should find this message after New Year's Eve or even New Year's Day, know that now is the accepted time, right? You can still pray about the life that you want to see, and then go out and make it happen. Go for it. Pray before you play. Happy New Year.